Welcome back. You're listening to Open Forum on the Women's Radio Network. I'm your host, Lisa Singer, and I want to introduce my next guest, Anthony Terrill Sr. He is the owner and founder of Anthony Smart Choice in Toms River, New Jersey. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you?
Blessed today. Thank you for having me on the show.
No, I love having you. I always welcome having men on our show. If you do listen, you know we predominantly have women guests, so it's always great to hear from the other side, and especially with someone who's going to offer me healthy pasta. That I can love you for. So tell me about how Smart Pasta came about.
Well, Smart Pasta came about as being a clinical nutritionist and really changing people's lives in how their behaviors of eating. Realized for so many years as gluten phase just grew and pasta started getting more expensive and just being rice pasta, I realized, since I was sprouting grains in my home and always eating healthy and always wanted to live life with energy, and I know that's when you do that, you have to eat the right foods. And I love pasta. I love my life. I grew up Anthony Prince Spaghetti Day. So I realized that I had to go out there and create my own pasta because as a clinical nutritionist, I formulated 28 different products and changed a lot of lives. And I realized, pasta is back on the menus because too many people have phobias out there about pasta. And one of the things that I realized is that people don't really know their carbs. And I tell people, know your carbs. There's 3 different types of carbs. There's complex carbs, simple carbs, and fibrous carbs. And what I have done is I have put 5 different plant proteins together, and those proteins are millet, spelt, pea protein isolate, sprouted wheat berry, and barley. I realized by combining these grains and sprouting them gives you a low glycemic, a low glucose response level to where if you wanted to lose weight and eat pasta, ASC Smart Pasta is right for you because it's low. It basically, because you sprout grains and it's a complete protein and high fiber, you could have fun eating pasta again. And we just love it. We've been doing it since 2009, and we launched in April of 2014. And if people go on our website, they can really see that mysmartpasta.com, they could go to a wholesale department right there and really click in their store, and we could deliver it to them there. So it's a proprietary blend. There's nothing out there like it, Lisa.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to go to your website, and you have some delicious little raviolis mixtures as well. It looks great, but the big thing, it looks that way. So tell me, what's the response? How is it tasting?
The response is overwhelming because we have worked that relationship out with our milleries, and we realized that in our manufacturing in Flanders, New Jersey, we make our flour blended in certain levels so we don't have a gritty whole wheat taste, because we're not a whole wheat, we're a whole grain, and that's different from whole wheat because you don't get that basically a gritty taste or anything like that. It actually tastes like real pasta with a whole different spin to it because you feel great after you eat it.
But you don't have to have a bloated feel. Because whenever I eat a big bowl of pasta, I definitely feel bloated, and it's like you love it, and I love pasta, but you do afterwards. You're not feeling, your jeans may not be zipping up as easily as they should be.
Yeah, the reason that happens is because you're dealing with durum wheat semolina, and it's a hard grain, and the body doesn't know what to do with it, so it becomes one big glue ball in your stomach, and your body then you just bloat up from it. When you eat ASC Smart Pasta, you realize that you have 5 sprouted grains, plant proteins, that really already are pre-digested, because there's a difference. In complex carbs, when you eat a pasta or a potato, it has 2 sugar molecules, and the body has to break it down to 1, called a monosaccharide. When you start your grains, you're already converting that starch into a sugar enzyme, and we realize that our pasta digests as a vegetable, not a starch. That's the difference. It's not a potato, it's a tomato.
So we're not getting that bloated, and my jeans are going to fit fine, which is really important. That's perfect.
Absolutely. And you know what? When people go to our website, the science is right there. They can go to the research. They can see that. People just love it, and it's really amazing. Our marketing approach into the market is not as conventional as give it to a distributor and bring it to a store. We want people who have tried our pasta to recommend it to the stores that they favor, to go to our website and click on wholesalers and tell them that they would like Smart Pasta in their store. And then what we do is we demo it. We put our food, our fork where our mouth is, so to speak, and we feed people, and we say, you know what, try and tell me what you think. And our response is overwhelming. And I challenge anybody to go pick a store out that they love, fill out the wholesaler application on there, and we'll be there doing a demo for them, no matter where it's at.
Yeah, no, and that's great, because that's really where the best advertisement you could ever have is someone coming in, tasting it, and loving it. And then they're going to tell the next person and the next person, and it's just going to go from there, because really that's what it's all about. It can be healthy, it can be, good for me, but ultimately most people are, if it doesn't taste good, the rest goes out this, it's like, well, I can deal with a little less healthy. So if you can back it up, and it sounds like you can, Anthony, then I think that's wonderful. And that's such a great way of marketing. I think that's perfect going into each store.
Lisa, you know what's funny? We don't hide behind a box, and we don't hide behind a name. We're putting our face right on the line and letting people know, let's get back to grassroots eating, where it's organic, it's healthy, and what's in the ingredient panel is in it, and taste it for yourself, because eating it and tasting it is believing it.
Yeah, no, it sounds it. And you are a guy who knows what you're talking about. You started the before and after photos, is that right? You originated that?
Yes, we originated before and afters, and realized that, it was a lifelong passion. My brother, grew up with an illness, and, I seen him really realizing that what a struggle was to try to stay healthy. And, and I was an encourager to him to go out there, and he was my older brother, and one of my older brothers. And I said, eating right will make you feel better. And then what happened, we got surgery, and unfortunately he passed on. And I'm just standing in the gap for people that struggle, with people in their family that are struggling with maybe weight gain or any type of ailment or anything like that. Is the first thing you want to do is ask yourself, what am I going to eat today? And pick the right choices. And that go back to the beginning, because if you look at our grains, it goes back in the Bible. It tells you the way to eat. It says eat barley. It says eat spelt. It says eat millet.
Right.
And that's what we have to go back to, grassroots America, so we could be a healthy nation again, because we're really one of the unhealthiest nations out there.
Yeah, well, it sounds, as I said, you've been a nutritionist and doing this for a long time, and obviously you've dedicated your life to it. So my money's on the Smart Pasta. I can't wait to try it. I was looking, there's none right around here, so I'll have to go check it out and see if I can get one of your demos in the California area. So actually Los Angeles area. I know you're in California, but oh no, I'm sorry.
My family's I'm in New Jersey. My family's in California, and we're always out in California, and it's a phone call away. Let's make it happen.
All right. Well, everyone who is interested in trying Anthony's Smart Pasta, again, it's Anthony Terrill Sr., and you can just go to his website, which is mysmartpasta.com. Look at the products, order some if you want, and as he said, go fill out the application for the wholesalers in the stores near you, and you get Anthony demoing for you there anytime. So, again, everyone, you've been listening to Open Forum, presented by Women's Radio Network.